All right, let's get this done. So this is kind of a late night. My late night is 9 o'clock. And I kind of wanted, ooh, that's not going to work, is it? I want to share with what's going on. Um, so we're like day 2. I know a lot of y'all are going to come because you're not expecting me at this time for a live video. So I know you're going to find this later. All right, so today, for those that don't know, my daughter has a lot of stomach issues. If you go back to some videos in the last 2 years, you'll see a lot about it. And what essentially we've come to realize after a lot of tests and a lot of problems is she doesn't have the microbes in order to digest things. And she eats a very restricted diet where she doesn't eat any grains, she doesn't eat any beans. She can eat southern peas, but not really anything else. Hopefully, oh wait, hold on. Let me, that should be clear. Turn the Wi-Fi on. So she can't eat corn, she can't eat beans, she can't eat rice, potatoes, she can't eat grains. She can eat not all vegetables, not a lot of root vegetables. So we had corned beef last night with potatoes and carrots. So usually she can eat the meat and be fine. The corned beef set her off, and today she had just the worst. So in the past, she would have a lot of swelling in her face, in her joints. She couldn't move. She was constantly in gastric misery, just absolute misery. And it hit her, and I was like, I felt like the worst mom, because there's a lot of different things that we do in order to help her to maintain this. I'm sorry, I say to carrot, so I'm like, to help her deal with this. And in dealing with it, I learned a lot from Cultured Food Life by Diane. I'm not gonna even try and say her last name. So, and I bought her book, and we did a lot of stuff. And like one of the things we did was kombucha. So I'm like screwing around because a couple months ago I just like cleared out my entire stock of really good probiotics, because just being stressed living in the tiny house and not getting out. So now we're out of the tiny house. We have a gastric, upset for her, just completely, like, she's not functioning. She's not really talking. She's very dizzy, which tends to happen when this happens. All right, so the first thing I did was put an all-out alert that we needed SCOBY, kombucha, SCOBY, any fermented vegetables, and any kefir. So I did ended up with kefir grains. Like, that was like last on my list, like, if even possible, kefir grains, and they showed up delivered to the house. How about that? So I'm going to show you I'm going to do my best to set you right. All right, I know, I'm still getting used to this house. Okay, so what I did have was I had some old kombucha. So a lot of times when your kombucha goes vinegar, it'll go vinegar. So I had 2 of these that went vinegar. And when I do mine with fruit in them. And I immediately went and got, it's my dishwasher going. I'm still getting used to the new house. So I want to show you. All right. This is my little hooch started. So I've made, I think, videos in the past on it. And in fact, I have a video that I'm going to release. I made it and I didn't release it. And I'm going to release it, and you're going to see how big my SCOBY was. And I needed to clean house, and I was in one of those moods, and I cleaned house and I threw it away. So in here, I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see it. There's a tiny little SCOBY right there. See it? That's a tiny little SCOBY. And there's another tiny one in there. They're like itty bitty. But, ooh, that's what I told you. This is like live, doing live. And so I took and I brewed some sweet tea. I poured it in here. I did not brew a lot of sweet tea. I did it very little because I want this thing going very quickly. and I screened out all the blueberries, and I poured this in here. So this should take, honestly, it should probably take, with as much kombucha as I put in there, probably about 2 days. And this will be brewing kombucha. And I will never let it get down to like halfway. And I'll kind of let you stay posted on that. And then, stepping on stuff down here. And then, what I did was I took the blueberries in here. This is what ended up saving us. I took the blueberries in here and I separated them and I gave them to her, and that gave her relief in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, so it was huge. So especially with the coronavirus going around, if you go watch, hey, how are you? Okay, Tom, I'm not gonna lose focus. I know Andrew would be so happy on this, but with the coronavirus going on, if you do the cultured food life, you're going to put more antibiotics in your body eating fermented vegetables than anything else. There's more probiotics in a tablespoon of cultured vegetables. So I'm trying to get things revived very quickly to kind of help her. So the fermented blueberries in the kombucha was pretty much what I needed when I got it. I started a kraut this evening. So this is just shredded. I have some older videos that I talk about this, and I kind of lay out how much I used to do. But it's just shredded cabbage, and I put some jalapenos for the extra vitamins. And it's just salted and water. It's salt water. So I let it sweat out today to ferment. Hey, Aaron. And so I've got a little thing of fermented vegetables. The kids are helping. I think somebody's in a bathtub without a towel. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk. I'm going to turn you around. Okay. Oh, I got to go. I have somebody who's sick.